I am Lisa Zwack. I am the Head of Sustainability with the Kroger Co. Thank you very much for having me here tonight at this conference. It seems like such a great event. It's my first time here. And I'm excited just to tell you a bit about what Fairtrade means for a company like Kroger. So next slide, please. So at Kroger, we're dedicated to our purpose, which is to feed the human spirit. Is that the slide that you're seeing too? Oh, sorry, okay. Can you advance the next one? Apologies. Okay, so at Kroger, we are dedicated to our purpose, which is to feed the human spirit. We are more than 450,000 associates who serve 9 million customers every day. We have nearly 2,800 retail food locations under a variety of local banners in 35 states and the District of Columbia. Our customers, our associates, our investors, and all of our stakeholders care deeply about how companies are treating the planet and their people and our communities. Next slide, please. As one of the largest retailers in the country, we realize that our impact can be very far-reaching, whether that's through our own operations or through our supply chain and with our suppliers. And that's why we're committed to being a responsible business in the communities and environment where we operate. We work to reduce energy, waste, and water in our stores and our fleet. And we also work with suppliers and other partners to increase the amount of sustainable and responsible materials that we're including in the products that we sell. Next slide, please. So if you haven't already heard, Kroger recently launched a bold social impact plan called Zero Hunger, Zero Waste. As a food retailer, we know that meals matter. Families that share meals have children that do better in all aspects of their lives. And yet there's this fundamental absurdity in the US food system where 40% of the food that we produce is going to waste, and yet 1 in 8 Americans struggles with hunger. In fact, 1 in 6 children go hungry every day. And so in our position as a large food retailer, we understood our responsibility and our opportunity to really solve these problems. And that's where we came up with this plan where we want to end hunger in the places we call home and eliminate waste in our company by 2025. Next slide, please. So we're going to do this in a couple different ways. So one is that we've established a $10 million innovation fund, which we'll be using to find scalable solutions to solve these particular problems. We're also accelerating donations to give 3 billion meals by 2025. And we're not donating just more food, but also more nutritious and more balanced meals. Next slide, please. We will also be continuing on our journey to become a zero waste company by 2020 and eliminate food waste by 2025. We'll be using our influence and our reputation to advocate for public policy solutions related to zero hunger, zero waste. And we're joining forces with new and long-standing partners like WWF and Feeding America and ReFed to accomplish this work because we know that we can't do it alone. Next slide, please. Ultimately, our goal is to transform the communities that we call home, our Kroger communities, and improve health for millions of people. That is really our vision. Next slide, please. So thankfully, Kroger is not alone in this vision to make the world a better place. Our customers also care about our communities and our planet. According to the Natural Marketing Institute, 60% of consumers are more likely to try products if they know the company is mindful of sustainability. And according to Cone Communications, 89% of consumers would like to see more products they use support worthy social and environmental issues. And so at Kroger, our consumers and our customers are really our #1 priority. And so it's really our focus is meeting their needs and desires, understanding what those are, and providing the options that meet those needs. And increasingly, consumers are wanting products that are socially and environmentally conscious. So that's where we want to be responsive to their needs. Next slide, please. And so here I'm going to give you a couple of examples of how Kroger is meeting this need for our customer. One example is our Live Naturally brand, or actually a platform. So any product that aligns with Live Naturally has to be free of over 100 artificial ingredients and flavors. and preservatives. And so when customers come into our store, they know that they're buying products that are good for them and sort of free from, if you will. And so that has actually been an amazing project for us. We also include products that have been certified to standards like organic, non-GMO, and of course, Fairtrade. So in 2017, we actually had sales of over $16.7 billion for natural and organic products. So clearly our customers care about this particular category. Another example is our Simple Truth and Simple Truth Organic private label products. These were launched in late 2012 with a couple of, I think it was eggs and milk, and have over 5 years we've expanded to now include 1,400 unique products. These are also in the sort of free from category, but also include attributes like being organic and Fairtrade certified, among other things. And this has been a success story for Kroger. We actually had $2 billion in sales for these products in 2017, so something that we're really proud of. And then finally, so we also have our Sustainability Lives Here event, which is a great way that we're sort of bringing these products to life for our customers. It's something that we do around Earth Month, and we provide a series of digital coupons and educational materials and so on to really help connect our customers to what Kroger is doing to be a sustainable company, as well as all the great products that we offer. Next slide, please. So the fair trade is actually a really important part of Kroger's sustainability story and how we are offering these eco-conscious and socially conscious products to our consumers. So we actually amplify this through Simple Truth. We have the Simple Truth brand actually offers more fair trade certified products than any other private label grocery brand in the country, which we are incredibly proud of and very excited about. Thank you. Next slide, please. So just to give you a sense of fair trade at Kroger overall, we have 300 fair trade certified products spanning 60 brands. We have 40 plus fair trade certified Simple Truth and Simple Truth Organic products on our shelves these days, and that's growing every year, and that covers a variety of categories like coconut and sugar, spices, herbs, teas, coffee. And then ultimately in 2016, we actually purchased 1.2 million pounds of fair trade certified ingredients for our products. And that just goes to show the great impact we can have as consumers and as a company when we work together with a group like Fairtrade. So, thank you. Next slide, please. So one of the great additional aspects of our partnership with Fairtrade that has been so wonderful is the opportunity to go on the origin trips to where the ingredients that we're purchasing are grown. So just recently, my colleagues at Kroger were able to go on 2 different trips. One was to visit coffee growers in the Chiapas region of Mexico. We actually had our director of coffee sourcing and our quality manager for our Pontiac coffee roasting manufacturing facility visit 4 or 5 different coffee cooperatives in this region of Mexico, which is where we source the majority of our coffee for our private label products. And they said it was just the most amazing opportunity to really visit farmers and see, from start to finish how these, how the coffee is being grown and harvested and, ultimately processed. And they just said it was such a great way to truly see the value of what the premium that we pay for fair trade ingredients, what it really goes to, and to understand the true value of those social and environmental impacts for the communities that we source from. So really great project for them to go to, and wonderful. They were really happy to do that. And then the next slide. And then we had another trip recently go to the Philippines, which is where Kroger sources a lot of its coconut for ingredients like coconut oil and coconut water, coconut shreds, chips, and lip balm, for example. And there we had our VP of our brands actually go on that trip, as well as my colleague Carrie, who is here at the conference today. And they went to a couple of parts of the Philippines to visit some different coconut farmers. And they also were able to go to a coconut water processing facility that actually makes the coconut water products in our Simple Truth product line. So that was a great way to see the product at its origin. And what was really cool about the processing facility is called the Peter Paul facility, is that it essentially operates as zero waste. So that is a really cool connection to what Kroger is doing at a corporate level as well. So we're very excited about that particular partnership. And I just want to tee up that Carrie will be sharing a video tomorrow sort of documenting that trip to the Philippines. So look forward to that. It will be a lot of fun. And so with that, I just wanted to wrap it up. I wanted to say thank you so much for having me here today. And clearly we're very excited and passionate about our partnership with Fairtrade. It certainly helps our vision and commitments as a company, and it allows us to share that with our consumers as well. So thank you very much.